Happy fall, y'all! I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update. This is a spectacular time of year. The weather is perfect. The landscape, it's gorgeous. And there is pumpkin spice everywhere. But the best thing about fall is that we are taking over Kentucky for the Lexington Select Yearling Sale. David, we always like to kick off our pre-sale feature with the man with the plan right here for Lexington Select Yearling Sale. What do you anticipate this year?
Well, we have multiple plans. No, I think, listen, it's always good to be here in Kentucky, and we do have a lot more people here this year than last year, and so it's good to see the faces in person. And we have a lot of nice horses, and there's been a lot of positive announcements within the industry, and I think there's a lot of nice horses, and I'm expecting a good week. And I'm not a big guy to say we're going to be up or down, but I think it's going to be a good week, a healthy week, and it's good for the industry.
One of the things about this sale that I hear people talking about is, a lot of times there's hype on day one, but man, people are talking about horses on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. It's a really great sale.
Yeah, it's a very deep catalog, and we've said it in print before, but you have your staple sires that are continually do well. You have young sires that are had first crops this year that have done very well. On the pacing side, down by the seaside, and Huntsville's, and the trotting side, you had Walner. And then this year you introduced the first crop of Tactical Landing, International Money. You had just a lot to choose from. And then the pacing side, you have Stay Hungry and Lazarus. So you add those onto the the Captain Treacherouses, the Always Be Mickeys, and the American Ideals, and the Sweet Lou's, and whatever. There's a lot of depth, and I say it in print, and I say it all the time. There's something here for everybody, and just come do your work and do your research and pay attention. And very confident in those 850 head or 880 head or whatever. And you do your work, you're going to find yourself a nice horse.
So I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about Kentucky racing, because a lot of excitement happening there.
Yes, it's taken a very big upswing this week. Had a huge announcement last week about the Sire Stakes, and we're super excited about that. The finals are 400, the legs are 80,000, the Commonwealth went from 30 to 100. There's like 4 options to get out here now, so it should really boost the yearling sales. So I know all the breeders at the Kentucky eligibles are super excited about it.
Well, one thing you're excited about at the sale, well, not one thing, because you have a big consignment here. What do you have, like 100 and some horses?
101.
Yeah.
101.
Just 101. I know that there is one in particular that you're really looking forward to on day one.
Yes, it's a beautiful Walner colt. All the time's an awesome mare. She made $1 million. She's a sister to Ariana G. And he's just a super athletic, big, good-looking yearling. So we're very happy to have him, and hopefully good things will happen for us.
As a breeder, it's years that goes into, watching that horse get to the winner's circle. The mare being in foal, having the baby, getting the baby ready, going to the sale. What's your favorite part? Is it seeing that horse winning a big race?
Actually, as a breeder, for me, it's lots of times when the foal first stands up, sometimes you just know this is a really special individual. Everything is in the right place. Beautiful head, legs where they're supposed to be, and it's one of your better mares, and she just had this awesome baby. So sometimes it's right from the very first day that you just know this is going to be the one.
I love that. And actually earlier we kind of talked about if you have a sale topper, that's a huge deal.
It's like the Hambo for us as breeders. We're not in the limelight. This is what we do. It's a lot of hard work here, and to have one in that conversation and actually have it happen, it's like one of the Hambo for us guys.
Joe, we're in Lexington, or as I like to call it sometimes, Lex Vegas, because so much fun. Lexington is special, isn't it?
It is. When you get down here, and I just enjoy between the farms, the horses, the 2 weeks. It's some of the best racing we have. Been doing it for a while now, but it's always special.
Now, it's so much prep goes into finding a yearling, and if you're looking for that diamond in the rough, what's the secret?
I don't know. It's a lot of hard work. I don't know if it is a diamond in the rough. I mean, people can get lucky with some cheap horses, but usually it's pedigree, looks, and usually you have to pay for what you get.
Now, what about a bidding process? Are you the first one? Are you the last one? Do you have like some kind of...
I do bid early and then I'll wait, but I just want the bid spotter to know that I may be interested. So they'll always kind of keep checking back till you tell them no. You know, I don't want to have to try to get in and stuff like that. So, you know, if a horse is going to go for 100, I don't mind bidding the 10,000 to get them started and go from there, because I want to make sure he's going to check back with me.
He wants his presence known. I got it. I feel the same way. All right, Rob, one of the interesting things about your job is you actually sell horses on the thoroughbred side as well as the standardbred side. So with the thoroughbreds, how's the sales going with them? And do you see that trickle over to standardbreds doing well?
Yeah, I think so. We've already sold about 65 thoroughbred yearlings this year, and the market is very strong all the way from the top to the bottom, because I think the racing opportunities all across the country are very strong, you know, and the foal crops are getting smaller. So, you know, people need racehorses, and I think we're seeing that really help the lower end of the market, because those horses that are going to eventually just be overnight horses, you know, need a home also.
Now, one of the horses that I love in your consignment is related to JL Cruz, who I totally geek over, all right? A world champion, so gritty and gutsy, and I mean, everybody loves JL Cruz. So tell me about this foal.
Well, when we bought the mare, one of my goals was I wanted to breed to get a Muscle Hill sister to JL Cruz, because he, you know, we're both from the Eastern Shore and we all love JL Cruz, and he's such a tough, gutty horse and has fought through a lot of things. So she's very nice. She's a lot like the other foals I've had from the mare, real fast looking, you know, very good mind to her, so I'm very excited about her. She's hip number 100, so the opening day we're selling hip 2 and 100, and it was a big challenge which horse should be 2 and what horse should be 100, because you can move them back and forth, and I still don't know the right answer, but hopefully you know, there'll be a lot of interest in her, and we just started showing this morning, so hopefully have a better idea tomorrow.
All right. Now, as far as the sales concerned, you're showing on the first couple of days, but then you have to wait a few days for your down by the seasides. So how do you feel about that? You kind of have a lull there.
Yeah, we've always made a point when we're shipping to this sale to try to have horses only sell in the first 2 days, because it's a big logistical challenge. I'm still prepping horses for the Harrisburg sale. But with the down by the seasides, you know, we're shareholders, we're big believers in the horse, so we wanted to present those horses, and we just felt like this sale and the Ohio Day, the last day of the sale, is a great opportunity to do that. And it is a bit of a logistical challenge, but I think it's the right thing for both the buyers, because they can come and have a one-stop shop for all the Ohio breds on the last day. And then for us as a seller, it's great to have that opportunity. And actually, you asked about the thoroughbreds, the reason we don't sell at the Ohio sale is it's during our biggest thoroughbred sale of the year. So I would love to sell some yearlings there, but it's exactly during that sale, and I want to be there. So that's why all of our Ohio breds are here, 4 Seasides and 1 Fear the Dragon.
When I come to the Lexington Select Yearling Sale, one of my favorite people to visit is Joe Thompson, because he is an optimist like I am. You are always looking forward to a great sale.
I am. I don't know why if you were looking to a bad sale, I don't know why you would even come. So you'd have to pass that job on to somebody else. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good sale. I think we're having a good year, and you know, the purses have been good. People are starting to get out. Seems like people have money, and we have been here for a couple of days, and it seems like we've been pretty busy. So as far as showing horses and so forth are concerned. So we love Lexington. We love to be here, and the horse people are just great when they come around. They're so anxious to see good horses, and hopefully we've got them for them.
Speaking of seeing good horses, which is the best one that you're going to show me?
Are you talking about trotters or pacers?
I'm going to go with Pacers. I started
You
playing
want a colt or a filly?
a filly.
A filly? Hey, that's good. Eh? Okay, so let's find let's find a nice filly. Okay. So my pick of the litter of the group we have about 86 horses here, but my pick is 219. It's an American Ideal filly, and the mare feeling like a star is already the dam of a mare by the name of Zero Tolerance, who went in 150 and won almost $1 million. So if you can find a half sister to her by American Ideal, might be a good situation. And this one has the right conformation, has the right look about her, and has a great attitude. So if I were you, Heather, I would be looking to 219.
Thank you, Joe.
Heather, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to see you. Love your smiling face, and you too are an optimist. So thank you.
We're bringing him back every year. Here with the always stylish Jim Campbell, loving the hat. Let me ask you this first, actually. When did you come up with that signature look?
I've always been a Dean Martin Sinatra fan, and so I was wearing them years ago, like if my wife and I went into the city, and then I just started wearing them all the time.
Well, I'm loving it. All right, so who are you loving at the sale? Like, are you loving trotting fillies, trotting colts, pacing colts, something you're looking forward to, actually putting that hand up at the last moment?
Well, I mostly just look at trotters. There's a lot of, the horses today, they breed them so well. There's a lot of really good looking ones. And, primary, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, a couple chapter 7s, but there's some good ones out there. It's just going to be a matter of price.
How many are you looking at, and how many do you think you'll take home?
Well, the taking home part is hard to say. You just hope you take the right one home. That's the whole key to it, is take the right one home.
Well, best of luck.
Thanks, Heather.
I don't always like to talk about rumors on our videos, but rumor on the street is that you might have the sale topper. You want to confirm that? Tell me a little more?
No, we hope. None of us really know. I know I've got a list of maybe 6 to 10 that have that potentially to go into the stratosphere that I've seen out here. So there's multiple barns that are hoping, and we wish all those people all the best, and may the best horse win. But I think we may have the true diamond of the sale. I think that this is a future queen in the making. She is hip 62, and you just got to look at her. What do you think?
Well, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. So you've got confirmation. What about pedigree?
Yeah, so this is essentially our cornerstone trotting family. We own a large percentage of it. The only reason that this filly is even for sale, because we will keep 16 homebreds this year to race or put into training. The only reason that this filly is even for sale is because we do have 3 sisters, and we do have 3 nieces, and we have a few other females in the family. So we cannot keep them all. This allows us an opportunity to maybe buy into some colts in partnership, bringing her here. It's the first time we've ever sold anything out of this family. So it's a Walner. We all know that Walners appear to have 3 lungs. They're doing things that we didn't think were possible. So plenty of sire power. Now this is out of a mare named Swan Hot Mama, who is, perfect record. She's had Repentance. She's had Alter, who we saw going 150 and 4 in the slop yesterday, and looks like a potential Breeders' Crown hopeful. So, everything going for us at the right time, right physical, right pedigree. She vets well. Let's see.
Now, just an overall question about stallions. What makes a great stallion?
Oh gosh, what a loaded question. What makes a great stallion? Oh my. No, I can take a real quick stab at that. So a great stallion to me, okay, because it just go on and on, but a great stallion to me steps up his mares. In other words, throws what we call hybrid vigor. Let's say you breed a C mare to a stallion. If that's an A stallion, you might get yourself a B horse. So there, he stepped up the mare, if that makes sense. And would be a stallion would be someone who stamps their horses. I think that's important. So throws those physical attributes and hopefully good mental attributes. Those would be my 2 things that make a great stallion.
All right, I love it. You know what? Nice answer. Nice answer. All right, Adam will be proud when he watches this.
I would like to get paid this week.
Last year at this sale, Julie, you and your connections spent a lot of money. So what's the cash roll look like this year?
Well, I'm telling you what, I think you're going to have your money this year with the dual eligibles and the Kentucky sires, with their big announcement. I think it's going to be a great sale for the breeders. It's going to be pretty exciting. People better be out here and bring their wallet.
So when you decide to bid on a horse, okay, you've got a number set, right? You ever go above that number way more than you expected?
You know what, Andy and I really try to be mindful, and when we've set a price, we try to control ourselves. But when you have that horse as a wow factor, it's like top on your list, you definitely raise your hand a couple more times.
And when does your preparation start? I mean, I see the iPad, the notebook, but you're visiting farms way before now.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it would be overwhelming for me if I came in today and tried to look at, 500 horses. It's really awesome that, on the East Coast, I'm very lucky. I go to the farms and see them turned out there. And then I get here a couple of weeks early and I'm able to go to the Kentucky farms. So try to do a little bit of homework and maybe get something right, so.
Well, I'm gonna be watching you. I'm gonna be watching that hand go up. So happy bidding.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Heather.
Okay, Art, this obviously is not your first rodeo. Brittany Farms has been Breeder of the Year numerous times. In fact, the past 2 seasons as well. So here I am at the sale looking for that perfect horse.
I'm going to show you one.
All right.
I got one for you.
All right. What's the hip number, and tell me about the yearling.
Hip number 20, and she's a full sister to Blue Diamond Eyes. She's gorgeous. She's talented, and she's a sweetheart. And talking to the Burks this morning, I said, "Is your filly still a sweetheart?" He says that she's as nice as the day as when I bought her. So she's just, nothing bothers her. You put her out in the paddock to shake her up a little bit, and she just flies like a racehorse.
Have a lot of people come to look at her?
She's been out all day long, yeah. There are no secrets in this world.
I was going to say, my chances just went down a little bit, but that's okay. I'll be at the sale anyway with my parents' bank account. So there's that. This is such a Broadway production. I mean, the day starts for you how early?
Well, not as early as it used to for me. My wife and I get here, she gets here at 8, I get here at 8:30. My crew starts at 4 o'clock in the morning. Got everything ready, the horses cleaned up, then they go and change their clothes at 8:30. So they're ready to go at 8:30. This morning was a little slow going. I think it might have been the party at McCarthy's last night, but normally on the day before the sale starts, you'll start getting them here at 8:30, 8:15. It was 10 o'clock this morning before people started showing up. But they were here all day long after that.
You actually live in Kentucky, right?
Yep, I'm born and raised in Kentucky, yes. We live on the farm. It's actually 20 miles exactly from here.
This is such a great place, isn't it?
Best place to raise a horse in the world, yeah.
If you want to be part of the sales excitement, that begins on Tuesday, October 5th at 7 p.m. But you can't make it to Kentucky? No worries. All you got to do is log on to lexingtonselected.com for more information. Plus that, I'll be bringing nightly video updates to you, and there's loads of information about the sale at Harness Racing Update. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Heather Vitale, and happy bidding.